Welcome back to What Are Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T-100 LT. It's the Tier 10 Soviet light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Serene Coast, and this one is under the command of the Bassman from Hell. And we've got 3 replays featuring this same tank. Okay, game on. Well, this was supposed to be a airborne light tank. A tank light enough to be carried into battle by air, air-dropped, 20 tons the weight, and it's very stealthy as well, with a 100mm gun and a decent alpha. 300 is the alpha. The only problem really is that the gun was not exactly very accurate. He's got to a good position where he can get sight of the enemy. This is not a very good tank for shooting at long range, unfortunately. The accuracy is not that great. Now, they went to all the trouble of actually designing this tank. Unfortunately, it just didn't get past the design phase. So, never actually produced a prototype or anything. Rather a pity, really, because it's actually one of the best camo tanks in the game. It's got great on the move dispersion, well angled front armour, incredible acceleration and good top speed as well, and it's very good on traverse as well, which means that when you're chasing an enemy like this, yeah, rammed him. Not great for ramming on this tank though, unfortunately. It doesn't have very much in terms of weight, but he's desperately trying to get that Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, and he gets another one in. Next one should kill him. Gets another ram. Go for the kill. Yes. Unfortunately, he did take a round from the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen and he's lost half his hit points, but at least he got that kill on the enemy light tank. Does a nice skid turn. Coming back to continue doing his job of spotting the enemy. Now, the other thing that's very bad about this tank is its gun depression is pretty poor. Only 5 degrees, but that's because the turret is very, very low indeed. You can't really have great gun depression when you've got a very small turret. In fact, it's not just small, but I mean, it means also you can't have much in the way of height for the crew members. Decided to pull away from that position, but he's not really doing much. Okay, there's an EBR 105 over here, but is he going in? Yes, he's going into the west area. He's just gone through the gap, and Bassman's not going to go over there because there's too many enemy tanks in that area. If he went in, he'd probably lose quite a load of hit points in the process. Now he can help his teammates over on this side. You can see if he can spot for the Striv. View range isn't that great, it's 390 meters, but as I said, it's got great camo, which means that even though he's sitting here in the open, stationary, he's actually got about the same view range as, or same camo as when he's on the move. It's that EBI. He's trying to see if he can get a shot on that guy. Oh, just briefly, but the Striv got him. He didn't get any spotting assist on that though. I think the Striv was spotting for himself. Okay, he's going to help out here with the Progetto. Might be able to get around into the object. Yes. Don't try and ram him because you haven't got much weight compared to him. Just get another shot into him. Yes! Kill! There are 2 tanks up, but he's down to very low hit points. You can't ram with this tank because it is very lightweight indeed. If you try and ram, you normally come off worse. In fact, the ram actually cost him 258 hit points, and that's less than the amount of damage he actually did to the Object 430. But he's now going hunting the enemy Arty. He's found him. Nice shot. Can he get another one in before the guy moves? He's moving. No, he didn't manage to get a shot in time. 7.64 seconds is the reload time, but he's managed to get it down to 6.92. Gets one round into the Wizzy 113. He was seen though, unfortunately, so he's ducking behind the rocks. Now he might be able to sneak up on that T-92 and claim his kill. In fact, it might be better if he crossed over to the railway line and went on the other side. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Oh, nice bit of air there. He can creep up on them, and there's not a lot they can do. That Wizzy 113 is very, very healthy. It's going to make it very difficult to take him out, but he's probably the best place to do it. And, yeah. And of course, if you can get behind that one, you can actually stop him from doing any more damage. There's the T-92, did get taken out. Is the Wizzy coming round after him? Yes, he is. And the Wizzy's driving in this direction, so he can come in behind the guy. And yeah, now he can track him and keep him in tracks and then take him out. Get your second kill. Third kill, sorry, not second. Now, stay behind him, that's it. Oh, and he doesn't get the kill after that. It goes to E4. But there's still 4 enemies out there, including 2 Arty. So he might be able to get one of them. Okay. He's found the Arty, GWE100. He's got a shot. Nice, and he's going to get the second shot on this guy. He's not going to move away in time. After I say that, that's exactly what he does. He moves back behind the rock. But it's a slow Arty, so he will just creep up on him. And oh, Arty looked like he managed to get a strike. Thank you very much. Good night. And did he get the kill? No, he didn't get the kill. The kill actually went to the Patton, but he's found the other Arty, and he tried to kill him. But remember, he's a 3-shot autoloader, so he might still have a round available. With 10 shots, and he gets the kill on that one. That's 3 kills. Only 1 enemy left. Oh, 2 enemies left. The Object 277. He can probably get the kill on that guy. Oh, nobody doesn't. And there's only one now. It's the Jaegeru. And he's up the other end of the map, so he's got a bit of a drive to get up there. In fact, he could probably hit him from here at the moment because he's in sight. No, he's gone behind the rock now. He's taking a bit of risk going round this side. But there's a shot. It's the rear of the vehicle. He is going to pen. And he doesn't get the kill on that one either. But it is the end of the game. And it's a victory. So that's the first replay. Let's have a look at the second one. The second replay is a grand battle on Nebelburg. Game started. Well, there's plenty of opportunity for spotting in this game, and well, he's not the only one who's doing it. EBR 105 out to get as much spotting as Bassman is, but well, Bassman's headed down south, and he's going over to his usual haunt, obviously that area where he can sit up on a peak, look down on the enemy and spot for his team, and yet there's another enemy T-100 LT over there. Now the gun is actually called the T-100. It's a 100mm with 300 alpha, 230 penetration with standard APCR. With AP, it'll do 248mm. Now he has been spotted. He's climbing up to try and get to these rocks right at the top here. Once you're up here, you can do a fairly good job of keeping the enemy lit to allow your team to get some damage on them. The only thing is, you've got to stop the enemy team lights from coming in here and occupying this spot. Well, it looks like he's managed to get up here and he's making his nest by knocking down a few trees. And he's trying to spot the enemy whilst he's doing it. He's lost sight of them. They must be very close. He spotted an IS-7. He's marked the target. I'm sure there must be some closer than him. Of course, that IS-7 can't see him at the moment, but if one of the lights is nearby, and there is a T-100 LT as we saw, he might be able to see Bassman. In which case, Bassman's going to have to get the hell out of there. In fact, he fired, but he didn't get spotted. And we can see that the enemy is actually further away than I thought. But he's now spotted most of them. Again, this is a very dangerous position to be in. He's been seen by that Object 430U. Okay, it's another good spotting position. You can see the Badger. You can see quite a few enemy tanks, and he's getting some spotting assist, but not much. Only 1200 so far. And I think that's because some of his teammates are actually closer to the enemy than he is. So maybe he needs to change positions if he's going to get some more spotting. There's the Leopard. Yeah, he actually did some damage himself there. He did get some spotting off that guy. Okay, you can see a batch at 25 ton. Yep, gets a nice round into him. High roll. This thing's so stealthy that he can actually get some of these shots, but he's been spotted again. Needs the motor. This thing's got great acceleration, as I said in the previous game. Not only great acceleration, but great top speed as well. It's capable of doing 72 kilometers an hour. It can zoom away, and of course it can traverse fast as well. That's what makes it some of the best light tank in the game, simply because he can maneuver into and out of covered areas, and it's very difficult for the enemy to see these tanks when they're doing that. It's only because he went to a fair number of exposed bushes that they were able to see him. STB-1 behind the rock. Nice shot. Wasn't seen. Somebody fired a round back, but they didn't have it on him. I think every time he goes forward to this position here, somebody keeps spotting him, and I think it might be his opposite number, the T-100 LT, is just a short distance away, and he's headed this way right now. He's keeping an eye on him, just in case. Just the other day, Bassman was saying that he rather enjoys these games because, of course, they 30 on 30, plenty of opportunity to actually get damage on the enemy, and he reckons they're a lot of fun. He was actually suggesting that if members of Arty Noobs want to have a bit of a hand on knowing where to go, what to do, he's happy to provide the guide on which places are the best to go. I suppose it really just depends on the type of tank you're actually using. Yeah, there's a couple of enemies really close. Yes. Oh, he just ran into the wreck of the Jaeger, and it's cost him 475 hit points. That was the 13cm gun on the 277, but he did get a kill shot on the Object 140, so at least there's some compensation. So he's lost a third of his hit points so far. Just got to remember there's a lot of wrecks around here, and if he's not careful he'll run into one, and that'll impede his ability to get out in a hurry. Object 430 is being rather difficult to get at. Here's a one shot now, so if he can do a quick shoot around this Mac, ambush him, gets him. Now he needs to get the hell out of there quick before somebody responds. He did bounce around from a Progetto, so he managed to get away with that one. Kind of lucky. They're way ahead of the enemy at the moment. They're 9 tanks ahead of the enemy. I think this is a bit of a rout, and it's just getting worse for the enemy as time goes by. Okay, Leopards, very thin armour, but very accurate gun. Can he see us? No, I don't think he saw us. That's the new dinosaur, isn't it? Yep, it's a dinosaur joke. Do you think he saw us? No. Hello. No, that's not him. That's him. Guess what? In through the turret. Ouch. High roll. He's still not a one shot. Oh, and he's looking this way. Okay, wait for him to poke. That's it, that's it. Didn't get any damage because it didn't pen, but the enemy is down. They're just way ahead of the enemy now. 13 tank advantage. And it's just... Oh! Arty! The batch at 155.58. And he doesn't get the kill, but he does get some damage. Next one, STB1. Before he can get his shell out the barrel, the target's gone. And there's more rounds on the way in, and he's found an enemy Arty, and I think... Oh, he's gone. There's only 2 enemies remaining. There's one of them, the E50M. He didn't last very long, and now the Progetto, and that's it. Game over. Another victory. The last battle is on Berlin map. Okay, now let's see what he can do on this map. His job really in this one will be to spot the enemy and let the rest of the team know where the enemy tanks are hiding over on the other side of the map. It is possible to actually find out a lot of information without actually getting spotted, but you have to use all those dips in the ground and of course all the barricades and the bushes. Going directly near the center area. Right, this is where it gets dangerous. Flipping over the edge. Oh, nice bit of air. And he's managed to get over, and now he's into this bush area. Now this is a good starting spot because there's an awful lot of enemy tanks will be in sight. Remember, this is a tier 10 game. He spotted a couple, an STB1 and a Leopard 1. He's got an EBR 105 in sight. He doesn't really want that guy to get behind him if he can help it, because he might spot Bassman. So he's wedging himself in with the bush behind him. If he does get spotted, he'll have to get out of there. Yes. Okay, so we get one hit on the EBR, but he was seen. And now he's using cover. EBR knows he's here, but he can see the EBR as well. Okay, is the EBR coming this way? Yes, he is. Hello! Oh, he overshot! He overshot. He screwed it. Screwed the pooch. He could have had an opportunity there to get more damage. Not Bassman, the EBR, but the EBR... And he's doing it again. And this time round, Bassman tagged him. And this time it worked. Can he get around in? Yes. Can he finish the guy off? Probably. If he sticks around, and he does, but he did lose some hit points. He's down to half his hit points, and of course the enemy saw where he was. He's managed to pick up 4.6k of spotting so far, even during that encounter with the EBR, and now he's back to the bushes again to do his job of finding out where the enemy is. Now, I think it would be difficult for him to get much closer without actually being spotted, but he's found the TVP, who's wiped out, so he's got more spotting. He's now up to 5k. He's decided he's going to throw caution to the wind, and he's going in. Oh, that's interesting. And he's found the 261. The enemy Arty, who's racing south down the trench. And he's found the other one. It's two 261s. Unfortunately, that guerrilla's moving to a position where he might be able to get a shot. But Bassman finishes off one object 261. Or did he? No, actually it was our teammate in the 261 on our team who actually managed to get the kill. Now he's getting closer and closer to where those enemy tank destroyers were, the guerrilla. Brandenburg Gate. Oh, watch out for the wrecks. The guerrilla's very close. Doesn't like being highlighted. There's the 261. I think Bassman wants that guy. Locks on, doesn't get the shot. It's got a patrol duty anyway, and there's only 4 enemies left, and 2 of them are in that area. There goes the guerrilla, so he can just drive in now and take out the Object 261. Oh, and he's found a pattern. And the Object 261 goes down. The pattern's hiding. Maybe he's not that experienced a player. It looks like he is an inexperienced player. So he's decided he's going to... Yes. Nice round. High roll. Go for another one. He's looking this way, but it's all going to be over very shortly. And it is. And that's it. End of game. 6.2k of spotting. So that one's a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for all 3 games. Well, in the first game, it was a first-class tanker on Serene Coast. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. He certainly did more than that. He also got a duelist, so taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. He actually did end up almost carrying the team as well. His win rate was 10,504. And if we look at the team score, we can see that he did get the second highest damage in the game. The highest was the M48 Patton, who got 4,669 hit points, but he didn't get a high caliber in that one, so maybe he damaged one of his own teammates, and that's why he wasn't allowed to get it. But Bassman didn't get it either, so maybe that wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. He got 4,368, and the next high score after that was the Object 277, who got 3,365. When it came to kills, it was the M48 Patton that did the best with 5 kills. 3 kills went to Bassman and the AMX50B on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he was top with 1,126, which wasn't enough for an ace. 1,113 went to the M48 Patton, and 752 went to the Object 705A. He fired 16 rounds, got 15 direct hits and 15 penetrations. Good accuracy, and considering this gun actually has terrible penetration really, or not that great penetration values for a tier 10, that's pretty good going. 4,368 hit points of damage, of which 570 were up more than 300 meters. So you can see not much done at long range, because as I said, it's not a very good sniping gun, but it is good at ambush hits. 2 hits received from the enemy, both penetrated, I'm afraid, because very light armour. 8 enemy vehicles were spotted, 7 enemy vehicles were damaged and 3 killed, and 1,326 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he earned 63,767 credits, got 31,883 from personal reserves, total of 95,650 credits altogether, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away a profit of 42,733 credits. He got 7 bonds for this being a tier 10 game, and 1,689 XP times 2 for the first victory took away 3,378 experience points altogether. So a decent amount of damage in this game, and I think between him and the other M48, yes, these are the guys who actually carried the battle for his team. So let's have a look at the second game. Now that was the one on Nebelburg, and he got a first class tanker in that one as well as another spotter. Our fire prefect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and this time around he got a patrol duty as well for being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. His win rate wasn't as high in this one, 2,429, didn't do as much damage as in the previous game. But look at the team score, we can see that he didn't do the highest damage. He was actually a little way down the table. Yes, there you go, 1,601 hit points of damage. The highest amount being the E50M on the enemy team with 5,153, followed by our E4, who managed to get 4,234, followed by their Progetto with 4,219. When it came to kills, it was the Batchat 25 ton, did the best with 3 kills. He also managed to get a Pascucci's. The T110 E4 managed to get 2, and all of those other guys, and there's only 2 on the other side who've only got 2 kills, including Bassman. He got 2 kills as well, and of course he got that patrol duty. The E4 managed to get a Spartan. When it came to base XP, he was tops because he was doing spotting on this one. 1,143 base to him. 956 went to the E4 and 856 went to the Batchat 25 ton. 10 shots fired, 9 direct hits, 7 penetrations, damage of 1,601 hit points, not as much as last game, 907 of which was at more than 300 meters. See, much more on the way of long range shooting, but it's not as accurate with this gun, I'm afraid. 2 hits received, 1 penetration, 1 non-penetration. He was very lucky because this thing really has paper thin armor. 360 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 5 enemy vehicles spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 7,867 hit points of spotting assist in this one. So he really excelled on the spotting, and that's why his XP was so high. 66,009 credits from the battle, 33,005 from personal reserves, total of 99,014, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he still took away a profit of 63,801 credits altogether. 1,714 XP, no multipliers, so that's all he took away. So very good spotting in the second game. As you can see, 7,900 spotting assist. It's a very high game in terms of spotting, but Nebelburg, any grand battle really for that matter, is an opportunity to score big on spotting. So let's have a look at the third and last battle. Well, that one was on Berlin, and again he was doing the spotting thing. Second class tanker in this game, but he did get another spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points, and his win rate this time round was a lot less, 1,684. If we look at the team score, we can see that he's way down on damage this time, 1,229. The high scorer being a Death Star with 4,000. The second highest, the Gorilla 15 on his team, who managed to get a tank sniper for 3,892, followed by the E100 with 3,162. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get above 3,000. The Object 261 got a Confederate. Bassman didn't get any medals, I'm afraid, on this one. But when it came to kills, well, the highest that anyone managed to get was 2 kills, and that was the Gorilla, the CS63 and the GWE100. And I'm afraid Bassman only got the 1 kill, but it was that EBR105, and I'm sure he was very pleased about that. When it came to base XP, he stopped again, 988, not quite as much though this time. 944 went to the IS-7, 847 went to the 60TP. He fired 9 shots in this game, didn't get as many pens or shots on target, but that's because the EBR is a difficult target to hit. 5 direct hits, 4 penetrations, damage of 1,229 hit points, all of it at close range. 1 hit received, it was a penetration, that was the EBR, did get 1 into him, and 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 2 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and 6,245 hit points of spotting assist. So less spotting than on Nebelburg, but he still got a good game out of it. 56,006 credits from the battle, 14,001 from personal reserves, total of 70,007 credits altogether, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away 31,648 credits. 1,482 XP times 2 for the first victory, 10,000 for completing a mission, and 12,964 experience points altogether. So pretty good on the experience earned in this one. Not quite as good as the last 2 battles, but he seems to be doing rather well with spotting all the same. So yeah, I think that's he's getting the hang of the T-100 LT. I'm not sure if we've actually seen an ace tanker in it yet, but then a lot of people do play the T-100 LT, so it will be pretty difficult for him to get an ace tanker unless he does something pretty amazing. So I hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, gets the videos noticed by other people, and thank you for watching.